Hello guys, Brian here with a Kaspa update here. I wanted to touch base with you guys and just let you know everything seems fine here, okay? Number one, ever since Kaspa went and set this all-time high, we've been doing exactly what Bitcoin has, been following the same exact price action, all right? First off, the only thing we went away from was our all-time high run-up, but then we had a downswing here, the upswing, the downswing, upswing, and this downswing. All right. Now if we go over to Bitcoin, okay, same exact thing. Downswing, upswing, downswing, upswing, and now this downswing. And right as I'm making this video, Bitcoin is actually dropping further in price, which is good. We want to get this drop over with. All right, the quicker the better. But you can see the same exact price action. Downswing, downswing, upswing, upswing, downswing, downswing, upswing, and finally the capitulation downswing here. I expect this move from Bitcoin to happen hopefully pretty fast, all right? Probably wipe out some long positions and reset this market, probably get a big flush out here, all right? So right now this thing is dropping. It's down to 25.8. Okay, the quicker it gets done, the better. I expect a bounce area anywhere from 25.2 to 24.2. Anywhere in this zone is going to be a great bounce area for this thing. Now if we put the moving averages on it, on Bitcoin, you can see we're below that 50. The 200's way down here. All right, maybe we're getting that capitulation now. I mean, we're getting a big candle here as I'm making this video. The thing's dropping in price. All right, now let's go back over to Kaspa. I expect this thing to come down to these support areas. Okay, we have one here and we have one here. So anywhere in this zone, if Bitcoin makes a big plunge, it's going to pull all the altcoins down. All right, so anywhere from 0.0176 to 0.0141. Okay, nothing we can do about it. The market's going to follow Bitcoin. Doesn't matter what the technicals say. We're going to do what it does. That's just the way it goes. You've seen we're following the same exact price action as Bitcoin is doing. Right now Bitcoin is down to 25,890 something as I'm making this video. So hopefully as I'm making the video it's getting it over with. That would be pretty crazy luck, but we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, as far as Kaspa goes, that could be, it could be a decent drop yet in this thing, anywhere from 13%. If we go down to that bottom, you could be looking at a 29% drop yet. All right, but I expect a massive bounce out of this thing once this is over with. All right, and all these RSIs on everything are building up massively. If we go over to the dollar index, the dollar is bouncing, which is causing crypto to drop. Anytime the DXY is rising, crypto's dropping. All right, now if you look at the daily RSI on this thing, starting to get to the top. All right, might have another day or two left here. If we put a Fibonacci on this DXY, this thing could come up to, I'm still expecting this thing in the long run to make a massive drop. But let's see, the 618 would be a, it's already got through that 50-day moving average, which this thing did a bearish cross back here, the DXY. You want in a bullish market, you have the 50 above the 200. The 200's the green. All right, so it's made it up past that 50, around that 618, 702. I would expect this thing to reverse 103.88 area to 103.3. But I expect it to bounce in the meantime, which is going to pull crypto down, in general, Bitcoin. Okay, so we get this drop out of this thing, and I expect a massive rebound because you can see the daily RSI is reset on Bitcoin. The 12-hour, let's go to the 12-hour, it's at all zeros. Okay, so I expect this to happen fairly quick. The 8 is reset down at the bottom. The one that's concerning is the weekly. Okay, you can see that weekly is still pretty high on Bitcoin. All right, so that thing can spin back up. It goes up and down. It doesn't matter. It does not have to come the whole way down before that thing turns up. But it would only make sense that this thing even down here, the lower end, that 24.2 looks like a reasonable area to me. When you zoom out of this thing on the weekly, I don't know what you guys think, but that looks like the more massive support area to me. Okay, let me show you guys this. If you look at that, the candles can grab it up there at the 25.2, but right down there at 24.2, 24.3 area, it's call it 24,000. That looks like the more viable support for this thing. If you really look at it, you can see it was massive support here, massive support here, and that's on the weekly. All right, so the weekly is a very good, very solid support level. All right, now let's go back to Kaspa here. All right, now we have that down sloping resistance. Of course, Kaspa on the weekly. Next Monday, this thing is going to be reset, that RSI. Okay, so that'll be the first time actually since this coin has launched that the weekly will be at the bottom, which is massive. All right, in the meantime, I wouldn't be surprised to see something in this line. And I can't tell the future. Nobody can, but it almost makes sense. If this thing even comes up, bounces and gets rejected, and then heads down to our level, bounces from there and breaks out. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens. My main point of putting this video out is I know it's scary right now. That quite honestly, we come back down to these levels, I'm loading up some more Kaspa because these are massive support areas for this thing. All right, and Bitcoin, this thing is not going to drop forever. Okay, all these RSIs are resetting on this thing. This capitulation, people have been talking about this head and shoulders up here, which you got your shoulder, your head, your other shoulder right there. Okay, people have been talking about that. Now the measured move of that thing, you take the let's get the neckline on that drawn out first. Okay, the neckline would have been somewhere about right there. Okay, then you get a measurement of the top of the head to the neckline. Okay, and bring that down. All right, so it would put us down in them levels. All right, that's saying right around the 25.3. That's fine with me. The quicker this capitulation gets over, the better. Like I said, I expect it to happen fast. Wipe out the longs. The 4 hour is reset on this thing. The 1 hour is rolling over right now. You can see we got a pretty, just in the time I made this video, it's dropped, was it 26.3? We're in on the 25.8, almost $500 within a, let's zoom in here a second on the 3-minute chart. Yeah, just a 3-minute candle there. $500 in a 3-minute candle. So hopefully it would be nice if that thing got done today and wrap this move up, but we'll just have to play it out. Like I showed you guys, Kaspa's polling right, doing the same exact price action as Bitcoin has done. I showed you that in the side-by-side comparison, and it looks like it could continue to do that. So I'll keep an eye on this thing like I always do, and let me show you guys that one more time. All right, on the daily, let's get rid of that. Okay, you can see, grab my, sorry about that, let me grab my path thing here. That downswing, the upswing, down, up, and the rollover, that's with Kaspa. Okay, and there's Bitcoin. Same exact thing. The down, the up, down, up, and down. All right, so we're following it right alongside everything is. Okay, every coin out there you go through. All right, so we're just gonna have to wait till this thing finally bottoms out, and before we get a bounce out of anything here. So hang in there, guys. This thing's almost over with, and I'm sure we'll be headed back to the upside soon. I know these downswings feel horrible, they really do, but look at this as a great buying opportunity if we come down here. Not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't sink your life savings in there. But I will definitely be buying more if we get down to these zones. So, all right, guys, just wanted to touch base with you guys. Thank you very, very much. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll get back to you very soon.